Hey gang, welcome back to Geek Out here in Old Town Burleson. I'm, as always, your favorite bearded hero, Charles, and this is my sidekick, Chandler. If you haven't seen him, here he is.
Hello.
Say hi to the people, Chandler.
I did.
Cool.
Hey.
All right, so tonight, what me and Chandler are doing is we're going to go over some very cool HeroClix. This is the Empire starter set that came out a few months ago, and HeroClix is a really fun tabletop game where it spans various different properties. You got HeroClix for Marvel, DC, Independence, video games, Star Trek. There's more HeroClix stuff than you can ever wrap your head around. But the best place to start with these HeroClix are these big starter sets. They just recently started doing these within the last couple of years. So whenever they come out with a new set, fortunately, I didn't do one for War of the Realms, which is the most recent set that's come out. Empire is the most recent one of these. But there's also, we also have a Wonder Woman version of these available. What else do we have for that? I think we have a Fantastic Four one. Yeah. These come in a few different varieties. Now, these are not to be confused with the Fast Forces sets. The Fast Forces sets are considerably different, but we'll go over the different types of like stuff. But let's just see what's in this box. So we might play with our camera a little bit.
And play with some action figures after.
Yay! Toys.
Yeah.
All right. So Empire. So you got really cool, bright box art with all the Empire stuff. And as we open this up, we'll just throw the box lid to the side.
Start taking out these sweet figures.
There you go, man. First,
let's get right
on top, you got a couple of really cool Avengers dice. It's Empire, so it's like a cross between the Avengers and the Fantastic Four, and a really pretty color. Everybody loves their Goblin Brain Quick Pack.
Like Captain Marvel with some kind of hammer.
Yeah,
I didn't read Empire, so I don't know what this is.
I read some Empire and I fell off because Empire was one of those weird story arcs that it started out right before COVID.
Oh yeah.
And so whenever COVID came out, it got delayed. And what's funny is the stories that happened after Empire ended up getting printed before Empire even finished. So a lot of people didn't get to go back to the story, but really cool. Basically, the Kree Skrull War is coming to an end, and there's some moon monsters that the Avengers are taking care of. And then the Fantastic
ladies.
And basically, everybody gets Fantastic Four and Avengers end up getting into it because of the Kree Skrull War and good guys fighting bad guys and craziness. So,
regular Marvel event.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
So far we got some Captain Marvel.
We got I was going to say Cersei, but that's definitely Madam Hydra.
Yep.
Some kind of freakish
Super Skrull. Oh shoot!
X-Men. That's actually super sweet.
It is. Yeah, Wolverine's claws.
It's got the Nightcrawler tail.
Nightcrawler also.
What? That is awesome.
Sometimes they package these quite well.
I know, right?
Really cool Taskmaster. So I will say with some of these smaller ones with their little weapons, they do get a little bendy, but a little bit of a hairdryer and that'll straighten out.
Yeah.
But throwing his not cap shield right there. So Taskmaster.
We got Magneto.
That's a very nice Magneto.
Unquestioned second best character in Marvel Comics under Doctor Doom.
Rogue from the X-Men.
We got Sue Storm.
She
looks like she's falling. I think she is. She got tripped by her own shields.
Yep. Yeah. A very cool alternate costume Spider-Man.
That blue does actually look pretty good.
He's got a really cool Empire Fantastic Four outfit.
I was gonna say, why isn't this Fantastic Four outfit? It's like pure 100% Fantastic Four look.
And last but not least for the starter set,
the hardest one to get out of the box.
You've got a Human Torch, and sometimes they use really cool translucent ones.
Oh, that does look good. Man, he's riding fire.
All right, so
we got a game board.
All right.
Tokens.
Got some tokens. So the best thing about these starter sets is that they do come with lots of stuff to remind you on how to play the game. Because I'll be honest, I used to play the crap out of this game about a decade ago, and it's been a minute since I've played, so we might need some refresher. So then that's an empty box.
You do these?
No, we'll do those in just a minute. So it all of these just kind of came out of they just fell. So you've got some tokens for various in-game things. So what's cool about this one is a lot of these starter sets come with scenario cards. So you have scenarios. So instead of just straight up fighting, you actually have story arcs that you can play.
Okay.
That give you scenarios for the game. So not only do you have the characters, you have the game to actually interact with.
Yeah, we can fight supervillains.
Yep. More tokens.
Like Squirrel Girl.
So these are Hydra minions and scrolls, and so I'm sure they have something to do with the scenarios and marking, because they seem to all be pretty. You've got a not Chitari. Kotati plant soldier. Oh yeah, those are the
plant dudes.
Yeah, the plant dudes.
Yeah.
All right.
They're actually pretty cool.
Then you got some more. These tokens are. It's
They're
nice
falling right
sometimes whenever they just fall out, but you know the satisfaction of punching them out is part of the fun of opening one of these.
Right?
Here, you want to try to punch them out?
I'm gonna try. Okay, this one seems more solid.
There you go. And then here's some more action tokens.
Those fell right out too.
All right.
Look at all this debris.
All the debris.
Love
all
it.
the debris.
I'm all about it. Let's call damage control.
There's some more debris. There's a
Boom.
jackhammer for some reason. Whatever.
Damage control.
Another scroll / Hydra minion. Another Hydra minion / scroll, and that one goes away.
Yeah,
all right. So more tokens. So what's cool is since we have 2 players, this game version is designed to play with 2 players. Now you can play, like, if you have a big table, you have a 4-sided table, you can play 4 different armies against each other, or 4 different teams. It does have a cool quick guide. So the thing with HeroClix is that, and we'll go into game, we'll talk about these in a second. All right. So all of your figures also. Now, in the early days of HeroClix, they didn't have corresponding cards, which meant you had to constantly keep a book around. And you had to constantly be referencing the book. Now you at least have these cool little cards. So the cards, there's one for each character, and they have like little appearance information and stuff like that on them. And then they have stat lines, so you can see exactly what their stat lines for each one of the characters are. And it has their abilities straight up on the card. So it's a little bit easier to reference what you're doing right there. And then it comes also with a core rule book to help you learn how to play with all of your basic information. Here, hang on to that.
Yeah.
And I'll hang on to that. And then we'll just kind of those to the side.
All that on over here.
All right. And
busting out the board.
Busting out the board.
The battle arena, as it were.
Now, ooh, this one's kind of cool. So it comes in, so you've got, it's 2-sided. So you got various different scenarios, and it comes individual. So we can make as big or as small of a board as we want.
Nice.
So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you got 6 plates, which the 6, I mean, that gives you a 3x4. These are about a foot each. So it gives you a 3x3 play area that you normally play on. But for the sake of simplicity, we'll just try to match up 2 things and just do a 2x2. If I can figure out.
No, I think you're on something. Like they match up. Sort of.
You got a. You know what? Ooh, there we go. A8. There you go. There's.
Oh, perfect.
I think. Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
I've never
Okay.
played, so I'm not sure.
Guess we are not the bright. There we go. Here we go. This is one.
No, we are
That
the
one.
brightest.
There we go.
Let's not be
There's
bashful.
eight. Well, that's 17. But seriously, I'll figure it out. I promise.
It's fine. We're good. This is a board.
Yep.
We got.
We
it.
really just need squares. Ah, yeah. There we go. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, cool. I think that's it.
We're good.
We're good.
That'll
All right.
work.
So now with HeroClix, every single character is a cool little guy with a base. And on this base, you have these numbers and a dial. And they tell you your speed, and get my terminology correct. So your speed is the top number, and that's how much you can move. Your attack shows how you swing. Your defense, it shows what you defend. And your damage tells how many clicks you hit. So for example, with Mr. Johnny Storm here, he can move 10 spaces at a time, and he swings at an 11, so you have to roll in at least an 11 with your 2 die. I'm sorry. Blah. And then you have 17 defense. So, and then he hits for 3. So if you hit, you get 3 clicks. And then as you click, your stat line goes down so you basically get worn down until you go into KO. So, that's pretty much the gist of those mechanics. So, as you play, so your combat dial system. My brain's not all here because it's been a long work day. Yeah. So
I'm just gonna play with action figures while you do that.
yeah, we're just gonna play with action figures.
Yeah. Okay.
So what's really cool about this is that you have a complete guide, and like I said, this game is not hard to pick up and play. It is a little bit challenging to get really good at it. I mean, I've played people that can just like 1 turn, well, 2 turns because you have to close the gap in it. But yeah, so. And I should have read this, but I wanted to unbox it also. And like I said, it's been a minute since I've played. So
and unboxing is fun.
Unboxing is fun. All right. So whenever you move, so Miss Rogue here. So you would play a point total, and every figure has a point total in the corner. Like Miss Rogue here, she is worth either 40 points or 50 points, depending upon where you start her, whether if she starts at full life or if she starts with a couple of clicks down. So Miss Rogue, if she is playing back here, you get to move. So your moving stage, your attacking stage, and then, yeah. So you move and you attack. And the basic, man, it's been a day.
It's been a long one.
So, all right. So Miss Rogue moves her 10 inches, and Mr. Human Torch moves his space up. And so Human Torch hits, or if Rogue is the aggressor, she hits at 10, and Human Torch defends at 17. So there's a 7 difference. So you need to roll at least a 7 to hit. That's a 6. No, that's a 12.
Yeah.
You know, I like it whenever they put the little logos on it, but every single set is different. I have one set where the logo is a 1, and I have another set where the logo is a 6. But here, the Avengers Fantastic Four mix-up symbol is a 6 in this case. So with a 6, so if we hit it at 10 and hit for 7, so that hits, and Miss Rogue swings for a 3. Oh, she has a 0, so she can only do close combat. So let's pretend like she's right there. Basically, there's a number on your dial that tells you how much range you have. If you have a 0, you can only punch people. But Miss Rogue punches for 3, and since you have your 10 and your 7, you need a 7 to hit. We hit with a 12, so she hits Johnny Storm for 3. So Johnny Storm goes down 1, 2, 3. And now Johnny Storm can only move 8 spaces, can only hit it at 10, but he still defends at a 17. Now, if you look in your little dials, and let's click Johnny back up to his full life, you'll see different colors on those numbers. And the different colors give them different abilities, which is what these handy dandy cards are for. So Johnny Storm has a green on his defense, and if his green is a defense, he has energy, shield, and deflection, which means he modifies his defense +2 against ranged attacks. So instead of it being a 10 to a 17, it's actually a 10 to a 19. So you need to hit a 9 or better to attack, which we still hit a 12, so we still would have hit. But that gives you a little, there's various different, so all the colors you have, attack has all different colors, defense has different colors, and damage has different colors. So for example, on your speed, Miss Rogue has a green, so she has charge, which is have speed, then move close and make a free close attack. So she can go 5 spaces and hit. But so each stage you can, each round you can move or strike unless somebody has something like charge, where you cut your spacing in half. And then, so we would all set up all of our guys. And they're going to be friends. And they're going to be friends. And she'll be a friend. And as we would move, I would move my guys. And then he would move his turn. And then we would decide. And then we would decide to strike. Now, one of the things that these little guys are for is you can only move, or you can only perform an action every other turn. So if Miss Rogue swung, then she has an action token on her, and she can't move the next time with it unless she wants to take 1 click of damage, what we call push damage. And then you get a second token, and then you can't move at all the next phase. So really, and I know that I've horribly explained these rules. However, as you can see, these are the basics. These are the basic rules, and these are the basic ways to play the game. It is super easy to pick up and play. I could honestly relearn how to play this entire game in about 20 minutes, and we could be sitting here all night long playing just with what comes in one of these boxes. Now, what I will say is, since we already busted open some Empire stuff, so you got to see what's all in the Empire boxes. There's lots of sets. About every 3 to 6 months, a new set comes out, which is really cool. Because they're always evolving. And like I said, you've got them for DC, you've got them for Marvel, you've got them for everything. Like I said, the most recent thing to come out is the War of the Realms set. This came out a few weeks ago. They didn't do a starter set for them for some reason, but if you pop these things open, so these come in various different ways. The first and foremost way is those starter sets. Now, the starter sets are pretty cool. Like you see, you get the game board, which it's really nice because these game boards used to just be folded paper, which was a total nightmare to play on. So like me and friends like made like plexiglass like boards to go over them. But that's how that comes, and you see what you get. You know what you're getting. Or you get these boosters. And these boosters are $15 each, and they come with 5 pre-painted figures. It's also the thing I like about this over games like Warhammer or Legion, is that these are, you pull them out of the box, they're ready to rock and roll. So you pull it out, and the tray in there is like this. So we got a Loki, a Spider-Man, Lady Sif, Moon Knight, and the Enchantress in here. So
Pretty good.
that's a pretty darn good pull right there.
Yeah.
So with Mr. Moon Knight starting his new show on Wednesday, that really awesome Moon Knight figure there.
Oh, yeah.
And the cool thing about HeroClix is a lot of times they're just darn cool just to have on the shelf. I mean, I've got plenty of them that I will never actually play with because I don't like the way they play, but they have really awesome stuff. But they just look cool. And Spider-Man probably has more HeroClix than any other character. The original sets were all built around Spider-Man because he's always been super popular. But super cool web slinging action right there.
Super sweet. That's a classic pose.
Yep. So now, and then you got Lady Sif and Loki in there. You got that classic Loki. So that's just a taste of what's in the War of the Realms stuff, and they're all themed around different story arcs, and they all come with their set of cards to tell you what all of their special abilities are, and what their loadouts are. So that quick reference. So what you got in that Justice League box there, buddy?
I don't know, just childhood memories. That's all.
There you go, Justice League
Yeah.
Unlimited.
Best.
You say childhood memories. I say my youth, because I watched my kids watch that show.
Early adult memories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I won't lie. I
thing.
watched the crap out of Justice League Unlimited. My kids probably weren't old enough to watch it anyway.
Why wouldn't you? It's the best.
Exactly. Oh,
There's an Amanda Waller in here. Didn't know they had her.
yeah. See, that's the crazy
that's
thing.
pretty sweet.
That is pretty sweet pull.
Not too shabby. We got a Waller, Shazam, Sinestro, The Flash, and Batman. Just good picks,
That is a really good pull.
right?
So
Shazam's
here's one of the
king.
things. Shazam's king.
Love
So
it.
one of the things I will tell you is Amanda Waller. So her point total is 40 points, but the biggest thing and this is where it gets complex at times. So she has an ability because the world needs a Batman. During force construction, choose a friendly character of 125 points or less with the Batman family keyword. That character has the future keyword. At the beginning of the game, choose a combat value. This game, that chosen character modifies that combat value +1. So as long as Amanda Waller's on your field, you can pick a Bat family member, and they get +1 for one of their values just for having Amanda Waller on the field.
It's actually super cool because that's the Amanda Waller from the epilogue episode.
Yep.
That was about Batman Beyond.
And the same way as I might be old, but I haven't lost my edge, she gets leadership, outwit, and perplex, which are all features that give you, perplex gives you minimum range 6. Choose a target character within range and line of fire. Modify that character's combat value other than +1 or -1 until your next turn. So she might not be a great fighting character, but she modifies the abilities of the characters that you're with. So she's a team leader. That's one of the coolest. That's some of the coolest stuff because sometimes those cheap players, and I say cheap because they have a low cost. For example, Amanda Waller's 40 points. How much is Shazam worth?
Shazam is worth.
It's going to be right there.
Oh, it's a 50. Oh, 45.
That's kind of crazy. Oh, she's number 40. She's not worth 40 points. Where'd Miss Waller go? She's worth 35 points. And Shazam, so Shazam can be worth, he's another one of those multi-characters. He's worth 95 points at full strength, 45 points if you want to half his abilities. There's a blue line in there where if you start him there, he's only 45 points. But if you start him in full strength, he's 95. So red line, blue line.
I see.
So,
nice.
Like I said, so if you want Shazam at full power, he's almost 3 times the value of a Miss Waller, but Miss Waller gives you abilities beyond her basic needs. All right.
Sweet.
So we've already opened Empire, so we're not going to, that was the box. But,
for sure. You want to take a
Rebirth?
I'll
do a Rebirth.
Yeah. What do we got that was unique in Rebirth? Gotham Girl.
Gotham.
It's not a bad story.
It's
No. Okay. Poor Tom.
do.
Oh, Justice League of China.
Oh,
That's actually
so
cool.
okay. So what's cool is sometimes whenever you have these, you'll get some oversized figures, and this one
What does that mean?
has
Oh, it's
a
Clayface.
Clayface.
Sweet.
That is a sweet Clayface.
That is awesome.
Look at that.
It's kind of like the Arkham one.
Yo.
Nice.
So we got a Clayface, Aqualad. We were talking about Aquaman earlier today.
Oh, it's like the Young Justice one
Yep,
too.
Young Justice, you got his two water swords.
Look at that. Can't remember his real name.
Kid
Aquaman.
Flash.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that outfit.
Now, what's cool is like the older HeroClix, they didn't have a lot of effects, but as they got on, they like, so he has like that blur effect. So he's running fast.
He's like, just stopped.
You got a Demos. Nobody cares about Demos. And you got a
Was that Deathstroke?
Deathstroke.
Ah, everyone cares about Deathstroke though.
Got a boom boom and a slicey slice.
That's what it's
So,
all about. Ooh,
Those are out of the
boy.
the Rebirth. And then like it tells you significant appearances, Titans number 11. Yeah. So that's and I forgot the little lightning bolt is how far away you can strike. So he can he's pretty far. He has 6 inches of ranged attack. And he's worth 100. He's worth 100 points. So he's got he's got some pretty solid abilities there.
Yeah.
The
Terminator.
But yeah, so got some cool Rebirth.
That's pretty sweet.
You want to open that Rise and
X-Men.
Fall?
We all know X-Men's the best.
I mean, they're no Avengers, but they're pretty cool.
Disagree, but that's fine. No, Avengers are better.
They are.
They are, yeah.
Because Captain America's an Avenger, not an X-Men.
That's a good point. That's a good point. We
Iron
got
Man,
Apocalypse.
if you're wrong. Oh, snap. Okay.
I'll take Apocalypse over Iron Man. All right, we got an oversized Brood Queen in here.
Oh, snap.
That's actually pretty sweet.
That is.
Yeah. What else we got?
Is it a Firefly?
I think it's a Xenomorph.
That's really cool.
Okay, we got a character that no one except me really likes. Which is we got old pal Multiple Man over here.
Multiple Man.
Yeah, private
Sweet.
detective. There's about thousands of them. We got a Colossus.
Okay.
That's pretty sweet. These are all like, besides Colossus, most of these are like deeper cut X-Men stuff. So we got a Polaris,
That is deep cut.
daughter of Magneto.
I forgot to grab one of the coolest ones.
Oh, I gotcha. Now I know what y'all are thinking. Scarlet Witch is Magneto's daughter. Guess what? That got retconned. I know, right? And we also got Dakin, the yet to be reconned son of Wolverine. He's pretty good. He's an X Factor right now, along with Polaris. All right. What cool one did you bring for us?
Forgot. These came out a couple of years ago, but luckily we still got them in stock. Well, we're out of them right now. We do have them on order. This is the X-Men, the animated series, Phoenix, the Dark Phoenix saga. And this one was cool because every one of these comes with a Colossal and 4 miniatures. So 4 of these little guys and a guaranteed Colossal.
Oh my God! This is the Batman from when he sang the song.
That's amazing.
Isn't that amazing?
That is amazing.
One time, Batman sang Ray Charles' "Am I Blue" in a Justice League episode, and we got the figure of it. That's the best thing
He
ever.
has a microphone in his hand. That's amazing.
He does. He is pretty blue all the time.
Daba D. So these ones are pretty cool because they're packaged a little bit different. You got another Wolverine in this one.
Of course, everyone's favorite Wolverine.
Yep. Now, like for example, so we've got 2 different Wolverines, right? As from the Phoenix Saga and then from Empire. What's crazy is, so these are generationally. So HeroClix is kind of like Magic, where there's a stack of cards that will still be good over certain times, and then after a few years, they kind of get phased out. But both of these are still very legal to play in any game. So this Wolverine from the Phoenix Saga is actually figure number 1, and then the Empire one. So this Wolverine is worth 50 points. This Wolverine has a modified value of either 35 points or 45 points. So this one costs you a little bit more, but this one saves you a little bit. But this Wolverine can move 9 spaces, hits it at 12 and defends it at 18, where this one can only go 8, hits it at 11, and defends it at 17. But this one strikes for 2, and this one strikes for 3. So if you have a big old set of these, you have some loss and gain back and forth of which Wolverine you would want to field. Or you can be crazy like me, and I sometimes will field an entire team of just one character if I can.
Captain America.
I used to have a Captain America team. It was horrible. It was bad. Like, you couldn't win because he tops out, and there's just certain abilities that counter other abilities. But
they're all defenders.
Yeah. So you've got Wolverine in that set, and then you've got...
So we got a man in a business suit. I love it already.
Senator Robert Kelly.
Amazing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Who cares?
That guy hates mutants.
He does, but why would you? But he oddly has a 16 defense.
What?
But he only hits for 1. So I mean, if he actually punched you, then you're probably not hurting. But now, so this is another thing. So, and you probably can't see on the camera, but the shield that is your defense. If it is a blank shield, it does not. It takes push damage. If it is a lined through shield, you can make an extra action on your secondary turn and not take push damage. Now, it still does lock you out from being able to do anything for the next turn, but you don't take the damage for doing it if you have a little line through the shield. So if you see the ones that don't have the line through the shield, like Kid Flash does not, he takes push damage. But Wolverine doesn't take push damage. Both Wolverines don't take push damage. So that's kind of cool. Next, we got Callisto.
That's a deep cut right there. Yeah.
So we got a little Callisto.
There's a lot of weird X-Men out there, guys.
Oh, there's and like in some of the older like Batman sets, like it would be like Gotham PD patrol officer.
Amazing. Jim Corrigan.
Yeah.
Not the Spectre, just the cop.
Yep, pretty much. And then you got Frenzy.
That's a really deep cut. Wow.
Here's where it's cool for these sets. Is with the Phoenix Saga one.
Oh, that is cool.
Dark Phoenix.
Super cool.
With that translucent fire all around.
Man. And it's also a Phoenix.
Yeah. So
look at that. Symmetry.
Now, so this one runs 900 points, 600 points, 300 points, or 30 points. So you can really play this figure. You can play scenarios with this figure a lot different.
That's nuts.
Now, that's pretty much where that. Now there is one other thing. I should have got it while I was back there, but I'm gonna get one more thing.
One more thing. While I continue to play with action figures. Multiple man's cool, guys. It's not just me. I know what you're thinking, father and son, right? It's battle for the ages. So, oh my God, you brought that out?
Now, there are
the denouement.
Every once in a while, the box open. Every once in a while, they'll put out these super colossal figures.
We have this one too.
Which are before we do
that, we got one more.
So sometimes you'll see these little blind boxes. You'll see these little blind bags, just little boosters. And these, you just get one figure. But they're also cheaper. And this
Yeah.
one came. We got a floating beast.
Oh, beast!
He fell off his pedestal, but luckily, he clips right in place.
He's doing a little handstand. He's always doing handstands. I love
But
Hank
you got a
McCoy.
little beast. That one is the X-Men Regenesis Cyclops versus Wolverine set. And this set only came in these. So
They're all yellow.
they're like, I think it's yellow or blue, depending upon which alliance they have.
That's actually pretty cool.
But yeah, so that's another way that you'll see these figures is in these little blind bags.
Okay.
It's
It's pretty sweet.
Now, back
Yeah.
to the good stuff. So every once in a while, I'm just ripping shit. They will come out with something wild and crazy. They've done Fing Fang Foom like this. They've done Dr. Manhattan like this.
Did Fin Fang Boom have his purple underpants?
He did, and there was a chase variant that had orange underpants.
Amazing. The
But-
best.
You will get figures like this sometimes.
Yeah.
It's a headless Galactus.
Yeah. There's his head.
He has alternate heads, so.
Stick that bad boy on.
Now,
Devourer of Worlds.
just to give you a comparison, that's Wolverine.
Pretty big. The little.
There's Wolverine. Or even the Dark Phoenix.
Nothing.
So whenever you have these giant colossal figures, they will typically, and he even has,
That's so cool.
wow. They will have different story arcs and different ways to play. There'll be kind of a themed gameplay, and they'll come with like a whole different like instruction on how to play with them with the Herald dial, and it gives you more. So this, they used to come with giant sheets, but this one is just like a little safe paper, and it tells you how to play against him. So he
Oh, there it is.
let's see. There we go. So 750 points, or 500 points, or 400 points. So in the term, but each dial has a different life set. So if you go all the way out, you got 750, 500, 400, or 250, 100, or the Herald dial. And like I said, the Herald dial, I don't know what that is, to be honest. So I have to read my little card to tell me what it is. So he has multiple dials, multiple ways to play. So these colossal figures, also they just look ridiculously cool.
Awesome.
So in a nutshell, that's pretty much what HeroClix is all about, collecting these cool little guys. Like I said, War of the Realms is the most recent one that's come out. The next one that comes out is X of Swords, and like the cards for X of Swords are going to look like tarot cards, like a lot of the covers did.
It's on theme.
So
That's so cool.
so all in all, we're trying to grow our HeroClix group up here. We have started to build that. We are going to very much want to start actually playing drafts and things like that. So if you're watching us and HeroClix is your thing, let us know. Send us a message on our social media. Our Facebook is the fastest thing that you'll find us on and get a response. Let us know you want to come play with us, and we will start organizing some times and stuff. Let us know what you need. Like I said, the X of Swords stuff is still pre-orderable, so we do have a lot of that coming in. And in general, just it's an easy to pick up, fun to play. They're pretty resilient. So literally, like I used to play with my kids whenever they were like 5 and 6. especially for smaller kids that don't understand the extra rule sets and things, you can literally just do point totals and do a streamlined version of gameplay. It is, like I said, and we showed, it's one of the easiest tabletop games to pick up and play. And honestly, if you pick up a booster or two, you can literally just play a booster or two will give you enough points to be able to play back and forth. Booster drafts are very fun, and because you don't know what you're going to get. You might get an Amanda Waller, and you might get a Frenzy.
Yeah. No one wants Frenzy.
Nobody wants Frenzy. Yeah. So it is one of my favorite tabletop games because it is so easy to pick up and play, and it does have super cool things like my man Galactus here.
The dumbest hat ever. It's
with
so
the
great.
dumbest hat ever.
Look at it. It's awesome. Appreciate the hat.
So, Chandler.
Yes.
You got anything to tell the people about HeroClix? What do you feel? How do you feel about it?
This is my first exposure to it, really, at all. I'd heard about it. It always seemed cool, but now I know it looks cool. It's awesome.
So are we going to sign off and sit here and play some HeroClix tonight?
Yes. That's exactly what's happening.
Yeah. So, guys, come visit us for all of your HeroClix needs. We will absolutely continue to grow our HeroClix availability and our gameplay in store. So hopefully we'll be able to start some draft stuff. But that was HeroClix in a nutshell. And we will let y'all have your evening back, and we're going to play some HeroClix so that you don't watch us muffle our way through remembering how to play this game.
It's going to be glorious.
It's going to be so fun. It's going to take up so much of the night, and it's a good thing that we don't open until noon tomorrow.
Yeah. I won't be
You're off tomorrow.
Yeah.
I don't come until 3 tomorrow, so I get to sleep in so we can play as late as we want.
Right? I might never wake up again.
Well, that doesn't sound fun.
Oh, it's going to be fun.
Okay.
I like sleep a lot.
All right, guys. Thank you very much. Once again, I'm Charles, your favorite bearded hero here at Geek Out in Old Town Burleson. This is my sidekick, Chandler. We appreciate your time. We appreciate you helping us make our store just better every day, because it wouldn't be, if it wasn't for y'all, we wouldn't be doing anything. We'd just be nerds in our own basements. I don't even have a basement. I dig a hole and live in the.
I got an attic.
I don't have an attic either.
It's bats.
Bats. Batsmans.
Yeah.
You write a book about them. It comes out every Tuesday because there's 27 freaking Batman books going.
There's a lot, isn't there? Yeah.
There's so many Batman books. It's not a Tuesday if there's not Bat books available for sale.
For real. Yeah, it's a weird day.
But one of the things, like we were saying earlier, about HeroClix and their generations, pretty much similar to Magic, how they come out on a regular rotation. And if you are a Magic person and not a HeroClix person, that's fine too. We also play Magic. The cool thing is every Friday night we play Magic here. Yeah. Every Saturday night we play Yu-Gi-Oh here. And honestly, like 7 days a week, somebody's playing Magic here.
Yes.
But
all the time.
Pre-orders will go live soon on the new Kappa. What is it called, Ryan? New Capenna is the next Magic set that's coming out, and pre-orders will go live on those in the next couple of weeks or so. So if you want to make sure you get your collector booster, your commanders, and all that, we'll be doing the pre-release on what weekend?
It's April 22nd. April
22nd is pre-release. So less than a month to a new Magic set. But in the meantime, you do have Kamigawa Neon Dynasty. Yeah. But in the meantime, you also have HeroClix.
Little action figures.
Little action figures. They're even cool if you just collect the figures.
Real, these are nice. Look at this Brood Queen. What is
that Brood Queen is ridiculous.
Awesome.
Is that a Tyrannid? It just looks like a Tyrannid.
It's like a Tyrannid.
It plays Warhammer.
Well, it's the Xenomorph ripoff. Yeah. That's, Marvel. They rip off a lot of stuff.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
don't sue us, Disney.
If it wasn't for Marvel and DC, would there ever be anything? I mean, they just copy each other left and right. I mean, Shazam is Shazam because he can't be Captain Marvel because this is Captain Marvel.
Right? Yeah. And because, DC are,
Well, I mean, it's old. It's old. It's been a minute.
Stick to your guns, DC. Have a Captain Marvel again. Really stick it to him.
You'll fail. Don't do that.
You will, but it's going to be fun.
Well, guys, we will let y'all go. We're going to continue playing some HeroClix, and because I'm sure y'all don't want to listen to us ramble for any time period. Or maybe next time we will just ramble and play HeroClix. But let's get a couple of games under our belt so that we don't look like complete idiots doing this, because we kind of look like idiots doing it tonight.
I say look like idiots.
Hey, yo, you know, it's fun. It's all in fun, and we're all just here to enjoy it. And we wouldn't work at a place called Geek Out if we didn't absolutely love being ridiculous.
Indeed.
Thanks a lot, guys. Y'all have a wonderful night. I'm Charles. This is Chandler. I will be back tomorrow evening with Tuesday Night Treasures for all of the new upcoming Marvel and independent books and all of our collectibles that will come out and be available on Wednesday. Check us out on the Facebook, the YouTube, the Twitter, the Twitch, all that jazz at Geek Out Burleson, Geek Out Texas, Geek Out TX. One of them is Burleson. Twitch, I think, is Geek Out Burleson. But anyway, visit all our social medias. Hit us up. Send us a message if you need something. Comment, like, subscribe, all that fun jazz. And y'all have a wonderful night.
Take care.